Hi everyone. So today's problem of the day is jump game 3. So what is given in description? Given an array of non-negative integers ARR, you are initially positioned at start index of the array. When you are at index I, you can jump to I plus ARRI or I minus ARRI. Check if you can reach any index with value 0. Notice that you cannot jump outside of the array at any time. So we will be given some array ARR and it will be having some value, suppose like 0, 1, 2, 5, 3, something like this. And we will be given some start index. Suppose our start index is this 3. Suppose start equals to 3. So we are currently at this index at value 5. So from 5 we can jump to either I plus ARRI or I minus ARRI. What is I plus ARRI? ARRI, I is 3 plus ARRI value is 5 and I value is 3 minus 5. So we can move either to index 8 or index minus 2. Like that, we need to jump from one index to other index and we need to find if we are able to move to some index which is having 0 value, that we need to find. And what is given in constraint, that array length can start from 1 till 10 to the power 4. This array length is 10 to the power 5 into 10 to the power 4. So if we will do n square of this, so it will be 5 n square is 25 into 10 to the power 8, which is greater than 10 to the power 8. So we will not be able to solve this in n square time complexity, because it will give us TLE, because it will be greater than 10 to the power 8. So we will not be able to solve it in n square. It will give us time complexity. So we need to find some solution having time complexity n or n log n. So if we will see for the first example for better clarity, what we have done in first example, our ARR is given 423031 2 and start is 5. Start is 5, that means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are initially at this one index. So from this one index, we can move either to I is 5 plus ARRI, that is 1, 5 minus 1. So we can move either to 6 or we can move either to 4. Suppose we move to 4. So after moving to 4, we are at this index, fourth index. So from fourth index, we will see the 4 plus 3 and 4 minus 3. So we can move either to seventh index or we can move either to first index. Since there is no seventh index, we will be moving to first index. First index is this 2. Now from first index, which is this is first index, and we are at having the value 2. So if we will count from this index where we can move, so it will be 1 plus 2 and 1 minus 2. So if we are selecting this 1 plus 2, that is 1 plus 2, that is 3. So 3 is this 0. So we are able to move to 0. So we can return directly to that we are able to move to some index having value 0. So this is for the better clarity, but what we need to do for the solution. So if you will see, we are traveling to all the indexes and we have two options for every index. Either we can move I plus ARRI or we can move I minus ARRI. And suppose we are at this index, fifth index, and after moving to some other index or some other index, and after moving to 2, 3 other indexes, and we are after that moving to 2, 3 indexes, and we are reaching again to this 5 index. So it will repeat our solution, and we are initially at 5 also, and we already calculated for from 5 which index we can move. We already calculated this before, but after moving to some other indexes, we again are at this position. So it will repeat our solution. So that we will not repeat the index. What we can do is we can initialize one visited vector. Visited vector will give us the value that this index is visited or not. If it is not visited, then only we can jump to that index. And if it is visited already, we will not jump to that index. So we will be using some visited vector, and we can think of using the BFS. BFS, what we will do, we will, with the help of Q, we can do this. We can suppose this is my Q, and we are initially at what index? Fifth index. So we will push this index 5 into the Q. This is my Q, and we will initialize one vector. Vector is having 0 till 6th index, and 5th index we can 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5th index we can mark 1. That means in visited array, so that it will be visible that 5th is already visited. We will not be able, should not visit this index again. So now what we can do, 5th, initially I push this start into this queue, then I will be started. If you know about VFS, in VFS what we will do this while if not, जब तक अपना queue empty नहीं होता, we need to run this while loop. And in while loop, what we will be doing, we will first we will push the top element. This Q will give us this Q will give us the front element. So front element, this is only one element to, so we will take this 5 index, and we can see if 5 index is having the 0 value or not. Since 5 index is not having the 0 value, in our case we will see this is the 5th index, and this is having value 1. So this is not having the 0 value. So what we can do, we can see for the next iteration, that like we can do I plus ARRI and I minus ARRI. So after doing this I plus ARRI and I minus ARRI, so what we can get, 5 plus 1 and 5 minus 1. So that is 4 and 6. So what we can do, we can 4 we can push this, and 5 we can push into the queue. 6 we can push into the queue. Then again we will be since our queue is not empty, so we will again pop this front element. The front element is 4. So now 4, we can check the value at 4th index. So 4th index, if we will check the value, it is 3. It is not 0. So again we will solve it further. So from 4, where we can move, we can move to 4 plus 3 and 4 minus 3. So if you will see, 4 plus 3 is 7, and we are having index till 6 only. So 7 is out of the array, so we will ignore this, and we will see 4 minus 3. So 4 minus 3 is 1. So we can push this 1 into the queue. Then again we will check this if queue is not empty or queue is not empty. So now we will pop this 6. So we are at 6th. So from 6th, where we can go, from 6th we can go either to 6 plus here also we need to mark, like we already traversed this 1. So we can mark this 1 that it is visited. Then 4 is also visited and 6 is also visited. We can mark, we can show this value as 1, that it is visited. Now from 6th index, where we can go to say 6 plus 2 and 6 minus 2. Since 6 plus 2 is out of array, so we can ignore this value, and 6 minus 2 is 4. But if we can see that 4 is already visited, 4 value in visited vector, if we will see this 4 is equals to 1. We initialize all value with 0, and we can see that 4 value is 1, so it is already visited, so we can ignore this also. Now again we will check this if Q is not empty. So it is not empty, since we are having this 1. So 1 we will pop, and 1 we can see if 1 is having 0 value, 1th index will having the 0 value or not. 1th index is having 2 value. So it is also not 0, so we will again move from first index. So where we can move either to 1 plus 2 or 1 minus 2. So 1 minus 2 will give me minus 1. Minus 1 is less than 0, and it is out of the array index. So we can ignore this value, and 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. So we can again push my 3 into the queue. Before pushing into the queue, I will check that 3 is not 1 in visited array. 3 is not 1, so I can push this value. Now if I will see, again I will check for this, like this, my while loop is like my queue is empty or not. It is not empty because it is already having 3 in its queue. So what we can do, we can again pop this 3. So after 3, we can check at third index. Third index is having 0 value or not. It is having 0 value, so we can return 2. So like that we can solve. We can take one more example to understand it better. So this is having visited. Suppose initially 0, 0, 0, 0, and 0. And we will initialize our queue. So now, starting from second. So we are initially at second index. So we will push this into our queue and we can mark this second index as 1. We can see if my second index is having zero value or not. It is not having zero value, so we can move to other index. Which index we can move? We can move either to 2 plus 2 or 2 minus 2. So 2 minus 2 is 0, 2 plus 2 is 4. So we can make this 0 as 1, and this 4 also we will do 1, mark 1, and we can push this 0 and 4. This we already pushed. Now we will check if queue is not empty. Queue is not empty, then we can remove our front element. Front element is 0, so we can remove this 0 and we can check 0 is having 0th index is having the value 0 or not. It is not having 0 value, so we can see which index we can move. So we can move either to 0 plus 3 or 0 minus 3. 0 minus 3 is minus 3, which is less than 0. So we will ignore this and we can move to 0 plus 3. So 3 we can push into our queue and we can mark this 3 as 1. Now again, we can check if queue is not empty. To queue is not empty, now we can remove this 4. After we will remove this 4, we will see if 4 is having 0 value or not. Since 4 is not having the 0 value, so we will move to the other element. We will move to 4 plus 2 or 4 minus 2. So 4 plus 2 is 6, which is out of array index, and 4 minus 2 is 2. Since 2 is already visited, so we will not push 2 into our this queue. Now we will move to other index, other queue. We will pop this front element from the queue, which is 3. So 3 we will check. 3 is having this 3 is having value 1, so it is also not having the 0 value. So we can check if from 3 where we can move. So we can move either to 3 plus 1 or 3 minus 1. That means 4 or 2. But if we will see ki 2 and 4 already, 2 and 4 are already visited, so we will not push 2 and 4 into our queue. Now we again check if my queue element is queue is empty or not. Since we already pop all the elements, so it is empty, so we can move outside of our while loop and we can return this false, that we are not able to move into an index which is having 0. Now the same thing I have done in my code. What I did initially, I have declared this count 0, which will show me if there is any 0 in my array or not. So if my value is 0, I can do this count plus plus. If my count value is 0, that means there is no 0 value in my array. Then we can directly return false, that it is not possible to move to any index having value 0 because there is no 0 only. If it is, if we are having some 0 value, then what we can do, we can initialize our queue, and at the end we initialize this visited also, and we can make this visited start equals to 1, and we can push our this start into our queue. Then we can run this loop since till our queue will have some value. Then inside of my while loop, what I can do, I can take my front value from the queue and I can pop that element, and then that front value I can check if that index is having 0 value or not. If it is having 0 value, then I can directly return true, and if it is not having the 0 value, then I can check that x minus arr x I can do. If moving to the left, like doing x minus arr x, if I will be getting value or not. So this left I can I will get some index, so I can check if this index is greater than 0. That means greater than equals to 0. That means it is a valid index. And if it is visited equals to 0, that means it is not visited yet. Then I can mark this as visited and I can push that into a queue. Now, same thing I will do for my right index. I can check if it is a valid index. Right is less than n, that means it is a valid index. And if visited equals to 0, that means it is not yet visited. So I can mark this as visited equals to 1, and I can push this right into my queue, and I can run this loop till my till there is some value in my queue. And ultimately, if I will not be getting some value, some index having value 0, then at the end I can move out of this while loop and I can return false. So if you can see the time complexity in this case will be big of n, because we are using this while loop, we are jumping into every index only once. Why we are jumping only once? Because we have used this visited array. So we are not visiting any index twice. We will be visiting only once. So time complexity will be big of n, and space complexity, if you will see, the space complexity will also be big of n, because we have used this visited array. So yeah, thank you.